Hey everyone, I am back with a paper storage solution video. If you're like me and have a lot of paper, it tends to get overwhelming when you're looking for just the right sheet of pattern paper. I have a lot of paper. It started off with my obsession with finding great deals on these type of stacks of paper. Usually I found them at Michael's for $5 or less, and so I would buy them all. And then I ended up with quite the collection. So I needed a storage solution that would work for me so that I could find just the right paper. So if I was looking for flower paper, I could go right to my flower section instead of having to dig through and literally fan through every single one of my stacks that I had. It was very annoying. I searched YouTube, I searched Pinterest to find the right solution that would work for me, and I finally came up with something that I love. I absolutely love this. This works so amazing. So it all started with these paper stacks, and what I decided to do was tear them apart and sort them by the type of paper it was, or the type of pattern. But I needed a place to put them or to store them. So I found this solution here. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. There we go. So this is a company called consumercrafts.com. I buy a lot of stuff from this website. Absolutely amazing deals. These 12 by 12 paper holders were only $5. I can't even tell you. I forgot how many I have. But I bought a lot of them. And this is what I use to sort all of my 12 by 12 paper. So let me show you what these look like in a craft room. So these are my paper shelves. So originally I just had all of my stacks just kind of, I had them going vertically along there, and literally I would just pull them out one at a time. So yes, this took a lot of time. I'd say about a week of me going through all of my paper stacks and ripping them apart and sorting them, but it is so worth it. Now when I'm looking for specific paper, I can just look at the labels that I have here and go right to where I need, pull that off the shelf, put it on my desk, and go through it. So I kind of quickly show you some of the categories, because that was a struggle for me, was actually categorizing all of my paper. So hopefully this will help. The labels were cut out from my Cricut, and then obviously I used my label maker. So those are my holiday paper. Then on this shelf, some of the titles might be a little odd. Shapes 1 and 2 are literally shapes, whether it's triangles or chevrons. I got a lot of chevron paper, so that's in there, or just odd shaped, other than circles and stripes, because those are separated out. Fun paper is just anything that kind of makes me laugh or smile. Retro rock. I have a lot of rock and roll kind of paper. I actually got a couple collections that are called tattoo paper. Those are in there. Wings, or anything that have wings. So it's birds, butterflies, or fairies. That's where that paper goes. Below that, flowers 1, 2, and 3. I had a lot of flower paper. And then filigree 1 and 2. Filigree is just anything swirly or pretty. It's not necessarily a filigree type print, just anything swirly. And then below that I have stripes, stripes and circle mix, and then circles. So I had a lot of those. Damask, leafy, which really is anything that's shaped like a leaf or has a leaf type pattern on it. I know, kind of a weird category. Below that I have, let's see, words and travel, print and notes. So anything that has print on it or script. Notes is like music notes, or even like notebook paper. I have that in there. Vintage, so anything I would deem as kind of grungy or vintagey. Masculine, anything that has an outdoor type print on it. Wood grain is in the masculine as well. Then I have textured and plaid, so anything that has like a marbly type texture or rock texture, and then obviously plaid. Below this is actually where I keep all of my 4x6 and 6x6 paper, which I have recently, and this thing is so heavy, hopefully I can pull this out, recently taken all of my 6x6 paper and done the same thing where I ripped it all out of the stacks and then use the same type of categories. So if I'm looking for a smaller piece of paper, I can get that in this drawer here. So far this has been great. I really wasn't using my 6x6 paper, and now I actually have been, now that they're all categorized. So nice drawer there. Down here are these are my scraps, so solid and patterned scraps. And then I have more solid scraps here. So the solid down here are just larger pieces. And then these solid scraps here are by color, and these are just cut down a little bit smaller. And then I have 8.5 by 11 solid paper, and then this book of paper that I just got randomly. Above that is my bulk paper. So, oh my gosh, I used to shop at Tuesday Morning all the time. But if you watch my other video, Tuesday Morning by me closed. I did find one that's close, but not close enough where I'm buying paper as often as I was. So I was buying those packs of paper where you'd get like 12 to 25 sheets. That's what all of this is. And then it's categorized out. So my bulk paper. So that way if I have any, like if I have classes at my house, or if I have people come over and we want to make a bunch of cards, we can use this and make bulk cards. All right, above that, I now have 2 graphic 45s. My collection has expanded with my graphic 45. It's my favorite paper. Just miscellaneous, random. Didn't really have a good category for it. Birthday and baby, princess and fantasy. Pretty much anything funky goes in the fantasy one. So I have like my Star Wars, for instance, paper goes in there. Because who doesn't own Star Wars paper, right? Then these two I just recently sorted out again. I had a lot of 8.5 by 11 shimmer paper. So I just included all of that in there as well. So all the smaller ones that you see in here. Reorganized it. So glitter and shimmer specialty. So this is anything like handmade papers, oh my gosh, transparency papers, that kind of thing. That's in the specialty. I had the vellum in with the specialty, but my collection grew, so now vellum is its own category. Just solid paper. This is not cardstock. This is just regular paper, or it's where it's white on one side and colored on the other. So that goes in that category there. Then above that is my chipboard. Oops. Sorry. My chipboard and scraps, my layouts and cutouts, so anything that would go into a scrapbook. Once I get into scrapbooking, I think I made 2 scrapbooks in my life. I need to get back into it. Card making has just kind of taken over because it's instant gratification, I guess. So, and then cutouts would be anything that you would trim out. Usually when you get a paper stack, you get maybe 2 to 6 sheets that have the cutouts, so those go in there. Anything black and white. These are paper stacks that are duplicates that I bought more than one of, maybe sometimes 2 or 3 because I really liked it, but I didn't rip it apart because I didn't know if I was going to keep it or not, or maybe de-stash or something. And then this one I have not labeled yet because again, that's kind of the same thing. There's some duplicates in there. There's some of my 8x8 papers that I don't know if I want to keep or not. So those are just kind of its own little random group there. And then above that I have, let me back up a little bit, more specialty paper. That's more scraps from the specialty paper from down below. Fabric paper, and then above that is just extra shimmer paper. And then over here is just random paper. I didn't know where else to go with. I do have one of these paper racks as well for my 12 by 12 solid cardstock. And then over here are my basic colors, my cream, white, black, and what is it called? Craft paper. I have over there. So that is my paper collection. I want to thank those at consumercrafts.com for making this happen. This is the best solution I could find for myself. And they were extremely helpful. A couple of them broke in shipping. Crushed bottom, and then one of them, the little circles, was a little bit lower than the other one, so it just looked really uneven. And they were amazing. They have great customer service. They got me out a couple new ones right away. I want to thank them. They're an amazing company. I buy a lot of craft supplies from them, so check them out. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps in your quest for a good paper storage solution. We'll talk to you later. Bye.